Well, here we are on the banks of the Yamuna. Today is the International Volunteers Day. It's been instated by the UN since 1985. And the theme this year is volunteer to do something for our planet. And for the second year, this time NDTV Toyota along with Swechha has organized this Save the Yamuna campaign. To tell you a bit more about this campaign, in which we're going to see students, corporates, lots of volunteers coming here to pull out garbage from the Yamuna. Here we have the founder of Swechha, Vimlendu. Thanks so much for being here. Vimlendu, tell us a bit more about this campaign and why it's so important.
See, the idea is to really bring thousands of people to the river, in the sense river that is already dead, in the sense there's nothing that you can actually find in the river. And it's Delhi, citizens of Delhi who actually ignored it for almost 15 years. And the state has actually ignored. So the idea is awareness and advocacy. So the idea is to really bring Yamuna to the mind map of the populace. In the sense, people really need to have ownership towards it, and it's the opportune time because today is International Volunteers Day, and it's only volunteering, it's only individual action and collective action and government's action that is going to change the situation that we're talking about here. So we are going to get thousands of young people, and we are also going to do it in a fun way through music.
Right, the stage of course is being set there, and we're going to have Indian Ocean and Menopause and all playing here, but also people would say so much money has been spent on cleaning the Yamuna in the past. We had YAP 1, Yamuna Action Plan 1, Yamuna Action Plan 2. Why has it had no effect?
That's what, in the sense, there's some problem somewhere. In the sense, some people are not doing their job properly. In the sense, and we joke about it that, if we could have got mineral water worth 1,500 crores and if could have poured it into the river, there could have been a new river. And there's more than 1,500 crores that's been spent on this river. So somewhere government needs to there needs to be a political will to really do something for the river, because it's not a romantic idea that we should have a blue river. We need a blue river. Delhi's drinking supply is from Yamuna. So there is corruption, there's bad governance, and there's no hue and cry. There's no public outcry for River Yamuna or for our environment, and that is what is the missing link.
Right, and that's why it's so important for citizens to get involved. While today we're going to spend a little time cleaning the river, a few hours perhaps, the idea really is to bring the spotlight on this issue and create more pressure for people to do something. And here we have all these students. Of course, this is the first batch coming in. Through the day, we're going to see lots of students coming here and taking back with them some sense of responsibility for the environment.
Yeah, so that's what we've been talking to them and saying that you don't live in a tap water world. You live in a Yamuna world. You live in a city, and your water comes from the river. So it's very important for you to look at your river, look at your city, and look at your own action and inaction. In the sense, ways in which you pollute and the ways in which you can save, because it's all small little things that is going to change the river. And we can't have an Al Gore coming or a Mahatma Gandhi coming every day to our society and change it. In the sense, it's only small people and small efforts that's going to make change. And because it's high time, in the sense, whatever happens in COP15 that is there, as in carbon emissions and energy cuts and emission cuts, that's going to happen. But young people, how can they sign the deal? And they can only sign the deal by actually participating in activities like these.
Right, and while we are here, of course, this is on the banks of the Yamuna here in Delhi, but all of you sitting at home, today is International Volunteer Day, and the theme really is to do something to save our planet. Our planet, that's the important part. It's everyone's planet. So what can people sitting at home really do on today?
In the sense, in Delhi, we would urge people to come here. People who are not able to come, in the sense they have genuine reasons or excuses not to be part of campaigns like these. We would really want them to look at things that they could do in their own neighborhood, in their own household, in their own lives. So from turning off that extra light that you have in your drawing room right now next to your TV, or it could be the fridge that is actually consuming more electricity, to the amount of water that you're going to use today to bathe. There are many, many ways, to the small little plant that you can actually grow in your neighborhood, in the park, to the car that you're going to use today. Everything. There are many, many things that you can do at your own level. Putting pressure, maybe if you are a member of an RWA, if you put pressure on your own RWA to grow trees, to save not waste water, to really put pressure on the government to really clean the river.
Really start from around the environment, right around your house, outside your house. Do something if you live in a colony. Create some sort of awareness in your colony. If you live in a building, create awareness within your building to go in for solar power, to reduce the amount of water you're using. There are all sorts of little things you can do, and really this whole effort here is to draw attention to this, that each one of us is a citizen of this planet, and we need to make that effort. Of course, what's going to happen in Copenhagen is what the world leaders are going to do, but as Vimlendu was saying, seal the deal right here in your own house. Well, that's it from here. Of course, we'll be coming to you through the day. This is going to carry on for a couple of hours. We're going to have a lot more action over here, so do